Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Please hit that like button as you guys come in. Please hit that like button. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It seems the week is going quite quickly. I know it's just Tuesday, but for me, I'm just saying once I hit Tuesday, it's going to be Wednesday soon. That's the midweek. And of course, I cannot wait for the weekend. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys have been having a good week so far. Today we have some Real Housewives of Potomac sneak peeks that came out, and I want to get into it. It looks like Karen was going after Wendy, and then Monique was going after Stacy. And then Wendy basically talks about the tides turning in terms of Stacy, and then Giselle is addressing Stacy. So there's quite a few to go through. Of course, we are on YouTube, so I have to keep pausing to talk about it. I do not want any drama with the people over here on YouTube. So let's start with the Karen Huger of it all. All right. Let me just make that smaller. Okay. All right. Now, guys, hit that like button. Let me just refresh that. All right, let's go.
You were also upset at last year's reunion because Karen didn't thank you in that video.
I want to thank those who truly touched my heart during this whole process. I want to thank Giselle, my girl Kay, and Andy Cohen.
Even Andy looks like, okay, girl, you ain't gonna thank Wendy? The Wendy, the one who was writing for you the whole season? Yes, nah. Absolutely ridiculous.
You came through.
Okay, look at Andy's face. Andy's like, me? I did? Karen was being hella shady, y'all. I don't know what you guys think, but Karen was being extremely shady, just being like, oh, I want to thank Andy. You want to thank everybody but your friend? Girl.
I think it's interesting that she didn't thank Wendy. That's
You see?
not my friend.
That's not a lie. You knew exactly who to thank and did not thank your friend. Right? Let's be clear. You did not thank your friend. And let's be clear. People have said that Karen, over the years, that Karen has never really liked Wendy. People have said that there are ways in which Karen has acted when it comes to Wendy over the years. So I feel like it was a dig. Like, I don't care what Karen says. I low-key feel like it was a dig to mention everybody and not mention her name. If she didn't even like mention anybody's name, then I'll be like, okay, she didn't mention nobody's name. So she just said, thank you, everybody, for your support, right? But to single people out and not your friend is wild.
You can give your flowers to whomever you choose, but I would be not being truthful to myself if I didn't say, oh, I feel a sting from that.
I think that it's important to deal in reality, even though we're on a show.
What does that mean, Karen? What does that mean? For somebody who was trying to act like you were not guilty of DUI, were you dealing in reality at the time? Now, bear in mind, guys, I know she's the grand dame and all of that, but I'm just referencing this particular point. Were you dealing in reality, sis? Look at Wendy's face. Even Wendy's like, what are you talking about?
Let's be honest. You and I became distant because I feel betrayed by you. I just felt like you betrayed me when you went over to Stacy.
Karen said that Wendy was self-absorbed, wasn't a girl's girl, and she...
Now that you guys know, with everything you guys know about Stacy, do you guys believe that Stacy was telling the truth about what Karen told her? Let me know. Put it in the chat. I personally, I know Stacy be lying, but I feel like those were very specific comments, right? She didn't know Wendy enough to be able to say those things, right? those, in my opinion, were things that were already flagged.
You would never be my friend.
I have never said that to you. Do you believe this, Wendy? You don't have a side out for a minute.
Right.
Oh, should we go
Wendy, you were
for a minute?
Right.
Oh, should we go get changed? You want to get sure? Let's go get changed.
The betrayal was from you.
Okay. Alrighty. The betrayal was from you. What do you guys agree? Was it Karen? Was it Stacy? I personally feel like Karen started it, in my opinion. I feel like Karen started it. I feel like this was not the first time that we have heard that Karen said something about Wendy. And so it's one thing to continue to ignore people saying that somebody's saying something about you. But at some point, you would be a bit silly to not actually look into it and even believe or even try to verify whether that is actually true. And so I feel like, in all fairness to Wendy, that's exactly what Wendy decided to do. She's not about to continue to sit and hope that Karen loves her and is not talking smack about her.
Remember very specifically when we sat down to pick out dining wear for my 40th birthday party, and you referenced my mother as a witch.
When your back was against the wall and people were attacking your mother, calling her a witch, I had your back. My question to you is, why weren't you unwavering in support of me?
When people are dragging you about this whole DUI thing, I have held you down till today. So for you to specifically bring up my mother thing and then use the W word towards my mom, I would expect what you did from the other ladies. I would have expected that from you. You went first.
Okay. So what it sounds like is they had a conversation. Wendy, Karen said, when the people were calling your mom a witch, I stood up for you. I backed you up. And then Wendy says, when you had the DUI thing, I held you down, which is true. So I guess it's touche. You both did things to support the other. I guess my question is, let's go back to what started this. Did you tell Stacy? Did you talk smack about Wendy? That is the question that I have. And the fact that Karen is very good friends with Kay, and Kay came this season with so much vengeance for Wendy, I can only assume that this was by way of Karen, in my opinion. Right?
Go ahead.
You betrayed me. You called my mother a
betrayed
witch.
me.
You called my mother a witch.
For you to sit here and act like I took some pride in using that word disgusts me.
No. Karen, baby, I hear what Karen is saying. And this is why I think it's a little tricky. I hear what Karen is saying. Karen is saying, I did not call your mother a witch as such. She did not fully say that. But it's like you repeated it, right? When you are trying to reference that as a thing. Like, to be honest, that is more of a non-factor, right? Like, there's no proof of her mom being a witch or being a witch. In any event, it shouldn't have even been raised to begin with. So I feel like that's where Wendy is coming from.
The one that brought it up.
For a minute. Right. Oh, should we?
Let's see what the people are saying. But Karen didn't call Wendy's mother a witch. Karen said people were calling your mother a witch and I had your back. That's not Wendy calling your mother a witch. She brought the narrative back to television to be a topic of conversation, perhaps, and that's just the same. And that's not the same. Okay. I see. Okay. Let's see. I don't understand. Wendy has a doctorate degree and she can't understand that Karen referenced her mother. I don't think it's not that she cannot understand. I think she is basically trying to say you referenced my mother being a witch. Two things can be true. Karen referenced a comment where someone called Wendy's mom a witch, and Karen also dogged Wendy to Stacy and fails to take accountability. So now Wendy is a target. It's all immature and childish. And that's exactly what I feel as well. Like, as you guys know, I just said that I feel that Karen said those things to Stacy, and it's exactly true. Karen said those things to Stacy, in my opinion. And this is not the first time we've heard somebody say that Karen said something about Wendy. So if that's the case, it's like, Karen, you keep talking about Wendy. At some point, she is going to believe it because these things keep coming back to her. Stacy at that point did not know anybody. Stacy was new to the show. And so her saying that you said those things about Wendy and the way in which you have treated Wendy so far is obvious that you don't like Wendy. And you're just trying to have a reason to be able to be like, oh yeah, you did this. But the truth is, nah, Karen, you were not a good friend to Wendy. Karen and Wendy both act the same, no accountability, deflection, and high and mighty. They're just doing the same for the cameras at the point. Okay. Okay, Karen has not changed. Wendy, she did not call your mom that. So I guess the people are kind of like a mixed bag on it, but majority of people see through Karen not taking accountability. It's interesting how everything has shifted from Karen saying those things to Stacy to you betrayed me first. It's like, girl, please. So if you are saying she betrayed you first, did you then betray her? Like, is that what we're talking about now? But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think in the chat. And then we will move over to a different clip. All right, let's get into the next clip.
But at least I can just let you watch here.
There's so many, like, so why do they bring it if we can't hear it? Like, I hate when they do stuff like that. It's like, now we can't piece the story together. What the hell-y? Look at everyone's face.
Okay, well, thank you for confirming that.
So it sounds like somebody is confirming that Stacy was the one that went to Chris with that information. Eeh.
Stacy, did you tell Chris that Monique was filming with her children?
No, I did not. And yes, I was in that room with you because you were in my room and I came in to use the bathroom. I literally just went through divorce. I literally just went through custody and all of those things. Why on earth would I get involved with your business and your family? Which is my question. I am with my husband and my family is back.
Kiana, shush. Shush. Like, we're not talking about you right now. Keep your mouth shut. Jeez. Oh, for someone who does not like being interrupted, you sure know how to interrupt people. Chill the heck out.
Back together. Why would I want to harm you? I don't talk to Chris. I talk to my husband with whom I live with. I'm worried about my family.
Do you guys believe Stacy? Now, Stacy be lying, but on this one, I don't think she's lying. I think that this was a scheme that Todd set up to come to us with the BS. Okay? I believe that somebody, I don't want to say production, but I feel, know is a strong word, I don't know. I believe that somebody in there is plotting and scheming. It's either someone on that cast or someone over there in production trying to plot and scheme because everyone knows Stacy be lying. So it's easier to pin stuff on someone that is always lying. So that's low-key what I believe is happening right here.
On the flip side, why would make that?
I have no.
So first of all, we don't know whose name it is because they keep blurring it out. Like, it could be Chris, it could be someone else, but I definitely do not believe that Stacy would go to that extent. Like, girl, are you okay? If she did that, I don't believe that for a second. But let me know. Do you guys believe Stacy be lying? That's my new name for her, Stacy be lying. Do you believe Stacy be lying in this situation? Or do you believe that Stacy is, Stacy's telling the truth?
No idea why would say that.
Let me just say this.
Let me finish.
Exactly. Let her finish her thoughts. This is about her, madam. And we know you ain't got nothing positive to say. Okay?
My thought.
I'm gonna let you finish.
I have no idea why I would say that to you.
Let me just not say nothing because we know he likes to send cease and desist, honey. So I do not know whose name was said in there, but I'll let you all fill in the gaps.
Not spoken to Chris about you and your children and filming. I didn't even.
Were you
film
in contact
you.
with Chris while you were in production?
No, I was not. I never called him.
You said why would
Did you guys notice what she said? I never called him. But didn't you say that you guys were texting? Oh, Stacy. Now, I also still don't believe, let's be clear, I believe, yes, they may have been texting, blah, 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 but I don't believe for a second that Stacy went to Chris to tell him that Monique is filming with the kids. I don't believe that for a second. I think it's maybe someone else on the cast, and they're trying to set Stacy up.
Would I do that?
You said you weren't in contact, but you were because you showed me text messages from him before I even came around the group.
He sent me a message. Hey, hit me up. I've been hearing that my name is coming up in filming.
That's before I even met you.
Family.
On the flip side,
Exactly. I believe Stacy here, Monique. I believe Stacy here. You cannot trust some of these people. I don't know who gave that information to you, so I can't verify whether or not I think they are honest people. But my advice would be like, yeah, I am not sure. Here, I'm going to have to give Stacy the benefit of the doubt. I know Stacy be lying a lot about trivial things, but something of this magnitude, girl, I do not know if I do not think she is lying here personally. But let me know what you all think in the chat. I'm sure you guys may be surprised that I'm actually out here saying I don't think Stacy's lying here. But anyway, watch.
issues that I had was when I met you, the way that you poured it all out on the line in front of us, you were super vulnerable. Literally on that same day when I get in the car, I leave there, I talked to Cookie. She was so upset about the situation.
So my thing is, she was so upset about the situation. Are you sure Cookie wasn't there? And are you sure who is the mo? Somebody is the mo.
And she said, well, if this doesn't get squared away, he's going to send her a cease and desist. You did that, Stacey.
No, I
and it
did
was
not.
wrong.
We are literally talking about Cookie, Monique.
Wendy's face. What's going on with Wendy's face?
Are you listening to this? It's simply not true.
I watch people's expressions. I watch body language. Wendy, I've had my eye on you, and I feel like you are looking at Stacy, waiting for her to confess.
Per usual.
Jazzy shush.
As I lean over and look at Wendy.
Wendy, girl, I'm not even sure you're being a good friend to Stacy right now, because you can look at Stacy. Stacy definitely looks disappointed.
I don't think I'm waiting for her to confess. I feel like I'm seeing in real time the tides are turning. Everyone is pointing their finger at her. To hear say that.
Let me just say this.
Takes it to a different level. That's why I'm just where I'm at.
Okay.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if the person's name starts with a C. But that is crazy. That is crazy. I think this needs to be squared up. I think they need to call whoever it is. Where's the proof? Who said what and when? Because is the C person upset because maybe Stacy ain't talking to them? These are the questions that I have, right?
Any response, Stacy?
No.
Okay.
Monique, what do you think? Well, I'm going to believe.
That's all I was going to
That's
say.
number one.
She's heard
That's number one.
No, I want her to say it. Period. I want her to say it.
Never met her. So when you said somebody on your show.
So apparently the person has never met her. Oh my gosh. So it's probably not any of the C people. Are we sure Kay or Ashley are not behind it? That's the question I have.
Name is Stacy. I'm like, how do you know that?
Any response?
I wouldn't
So
do
then
that
why
to you.
are daggers out for you to the magnitude that they are?
I have nothing to gain from being involved with your ex-husband, and I would beg for you to be smarter in this moment.
Well, she's not wrong. it's easy to put it on Stacey because Stacey be lying. And it's obvious a lot of the girls do not like Stacey. So I'm not surprised. I don't think it's very far-fetched that these people may have concocted something and decided to pin it on Stacey.
Don't want to have an issue with you. I just don't feel like I know where this information is being leaked. And then the only person that keeps coming up is you, unfortunately.
So why don't we all sit down and talk to Chris?
He was
Okay. So it sounds like she's like, all right, let's all sit down and talk to Chris, which I think it's a very good idea. Although there's also the thing where Dean's Monique says she doesn't trust Chris. So it's like, how are y'all going to sit down and talk to Chris when y'all don't even trust Chris?
would never be accountable.
And if you've had sex with him and probably still having sex with him, I doubt that he'd be honest anyway.
Jazzy, nobody talks about having sex with Chris, sis. And this lady has gone back to her husband. Like, your commentary is not needed, sis. This goes to what I was saying to y'all yesterday about how she is thirsty for a moment. That's the best way for me to put it. Thirsty for a moment.
Takes it to a different level.
Let's see what the people are saying. Stacey has no motive. She has her own husband and child and marriage to tend to. I'm sorry, but I don't see Stacey being invested in y'all's mess. Agreed. The leak is Kay and or Ashley. Ooh. Wendy is not your friend, Stacey. You have stood by her and look at her jumping ship. Yep, that is definitely what is coming up. I do not like how Wendy handled this. Yep. I definitely feel the same way as well. I think that I don't like the way Wendy handled it. I don't think she should have hesitated. She should have just really defended her friend. But I also understand it's hard to defend your friend when your friend be lying. Right? So I'm also going to throw Wendy that bone because it's hard to defend someone who's always lying because you don't know if they're telling the truth this time, and you don't want to be out here defending them to then find out that they had a whole thing where they lied, right? So I think Wendy's trying to be smart about it before maybe some sort of footage comes out where it's exposed that she's lying about it. Stacey said, let's all talk to Chris, and Monique says he will lie. I don't get it. Them girls want Stacey out because of the attention she's getting as a fan favorite, and here's the kicker, now we like her even more. Yep. Wendy is nobody's friend. Stacey needs to move accordingly. Cookie, Ashley, and Kay are the ones talking to Chris and constantly bringing him up. I'm not sure how Mon isn't connecting the dots. She isn't because she just came on the show. I don't think she realizes how much involvement the other people have. I love that Stacey simply addresses things and moves on. No over-explaining, just here are the facts. Yep. I'm definitely with Stacey on this one. What bothers me about Wendy at times is she refuses to stay neutral and say nothing. You don't have to be so righteous that you consistently throw your friend under the bus. Yep. I definitely think that I don't think Wendy is handling this very well. Especially, girl, you have this whole thing coming up. You have this whole court case thing coming up. So I just don't think she's handling it the best. And I hope that Stacey is clocking her in real moments. Because when I look at Stacey's face at the reunion, especially when she is responding to Wendy, you can tell that she's kind of looking at Wendy like, wow, girl, you are really going to let them lie on me? What's the point of our alliance if you're not going to be out here like riding for me? And so I'm definitely with Stacey on that. I think that in this case, I actually am Team Stacey. I'm actually Team Stacey on this one. Sorry, not sorry. All right.
Me is that you came in peace, you didn't know us, you shared your healing, which when you share like that, you carry other women along. Like, you didn't have to do that. Yeah. And the fact that somebody would go around and like bastardize that conversation and it has caused you harm.
Horrible.
I think
Exactly. Tia is right. Like, the fact that whoever it is, she didn't even say Stacey, she just said someone, because there's definitely someone who took that conversation. It was an emotional conversation. How do you then take that and then go and reach out to Chris and let Chris know?
I think all of our families should be protected. And you keep saying your family, but look at what she's going through with her family. Like, we have to get to the bottom of it because it's serious.
I definitely agree with Tia. We need to get to the bottom of it because it is serious. I need to know who I can and cannot trust in this group. If I was Monique, that's how I would be feeling. I need to know who I can trust. I need to know that you are trustworthy. If I don't know that you are trustworthy, then of course I'm going to feel some type of way. I can't trust you. I don't know what you are on. I don't know who you are. I cannot identify. I would not be sharing nothing personal about me moving forward to these group of ladies.
Okay. Well, we are going to leave it there, and I want to talk about hosting and trips, because ever since Giselle landed in Karen's seat at her birthday back in season 1, etiquette and hosting have been the other words on the street in Potomac. And there were plenty of hosting do's and don'ts on display this season. Let's take a look.
We have a special performance.
Yeah, what the heck was Ashley thinking with this party? It's like, girl, what is going on? Ashley and the skin and the nudity. It's like, girl, we are grown. And if you're going to have women doing all of this in my face, at least let me know beforehand. Let me know what I'm walking into.
Oh, I see first. Oh my God.
Like,
If you talk about some drink,
What in the hocus pocus? Am I doing this? I don't really like truth and tranquility.
imagine that you're letting go of energy that doesn't support
The thing that was
Giselle, of course, there's no like
energy that
tranquility. Anything that requires her to calm down and not be messy, she does not want that. She wants to be right there in the mess, honey.
doesn't support your highest well-being.
I like lies and foolishness. Okay.
She likes lies and foolishness. Then you should like Stacy. You should like Stacy, honey.
I'd like for us all to go to Nevis and have a fantastic 4 seasons experience.
Oh, look at that big bathroom. Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Where's my name?
And it's a large.
I see you, Giselle.
Welcome to Colorado.
Look at this view, Angel.
Is this your house? Wait, where are you going?
I'm going back to my house.
We're not.
Angel's trip gags me every time. She's like, I'm going back to my house. Like, girl, what? This is a trip? You ain't gonna hang with the people on the trip? Like, She definitely did not handle it well. I don't think that she should have been throwing a trip, organizing a trip at that stage by herself. Like, girl, the people are still getting to know you. Chill a little bit before you start being the one hosting trips. That would be my advice if I had to give advice to any newbie coming on the Bravo world.
Not being hosted.
She's hosting at her house. Can you imagine? There's no running water. I am in danger.
Giselle said, I'm in danger. Oh, gosh. I can't lie. The commentary and the confessionals during this particular section was gagging me. It was hilarious. It wasn't nice seeing them without water, but low-key it was a little funny to me. Sorry. When I say funny, I mean like the confessionals were funny, not the fact that they don't have water, because I would have crashed out. Okay.
I am so sorry about your accommodation.
Too late. You are a horrible host.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Oh my God. We're stuck in the woods. This is a nightmare.
Where the f*** are they? Don't you know where we're going? We're turning around.
All right.
Flashbacks.
Amy from Woburn, Mass. said Giselle did a great job hosting the trip to Nevis. Giselle, do you regret intentionally excluding Stacy from aspects of the trip, i.e. not
You're letting go.
embroidering her robe?
No, but I will apologize for giving you a large robe. I didn't realize it was large. I would have given you one for your size, but it would still not have your name on it.
Giselle is committed to the messiness. It's like, actually, I'm sorry I gave you a large robe. I would have given you a one to your size, but it still wouldn't have had your name on it. Okay.
I was being shady. Come on. Shade accepted.
Exactly. Like, it ain't that deep. It really is not that deep. I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, how dare she not do that? Like, if you don't put my name on the robe, whatever. Like, please. I'm just there like, all right, whatevs. I'm having fun regardless, letting it bounce off me, which is what Stacy does. And I think that's the reason we love Stacy, is because she lets these kind of things bounce off of her. So yeah, I would advise all of us to do the same. Like, please, whatevs. But yeah, anyways, everybody, please hit that like button. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. And yes, I will speak to you guys later.